Hi, my name is Harsha.
And I'm Sahana.
So we've lived in the US for the last 20 odd years, and we wanted to move to Bangalore to be closer to our families. And then we were looking for a home to buy, and we chose the Raheja Viverea project here in Koramangala because of the location and the project quality. And once we bought the flat, which was a year ago, and we were looking for the right interior designer whose designs resonated with us and who we can work closely with. And so that's when we talked to a number of different firms and we looked at what their ideas were, what their concepts were based on our needs. And we ended up narrowing down the list, and then we ended up selecting Panache and working with and since last February, which is February 2025, we've been working with Atrei ma'am on the design process, and it started with us communicating our needs and what all we needed in our new home, and I think Miss Atrei ma'am understood all the requirements, and we iterated on the designs, like there was version 1, version 2, version 3, and until we locked down the designs a few months after February, I think closer to June or July. And then we got the possession of the flat in September, and for the last four months, it's been hands-on execution by her and her team. I think it's almost done. I think it'll be all done in a day or two. And our housewarming was a week ago, and yeah, we are happy with how it has turned out. Definitely the kitchen and the kids' rooms are our favorites, but even the rest of the home looks very beautiful, and we got a ton of positive feedback from our friends and family during the housewarming. Yeah, anything you'd like to add?
No, that's about it. It was very helpful to get started on the design process, well before we got the handover. And we had tons of meetings, midnight meetings rather, with Atrei ma'am, which was helpful for us to finish the project on time. Yeah.
And I think the team provided like the 3D designs, which helped us visualize how it's going to look, which we appreciated. And we did work on a number of iterations, which was very useful as well. And the team was patient to work through the iterations, and until we were fully satisfied, and we were able to lock the designs down.
So I think the Victorian design in the kitchen was a big hit. A lot of people thought it looked very, very nice, and we bought like a piece of New Jersey with us over here, and that was the plan anyway. Yeah, apart from that, I think the kids' bedroom is coming out to be really, lot more playful than we originally thought, and that was the expectation as well, which is great.
And we had a number of choices even for the cabinets and the wardrobes and everything, with laminate or acrylic or lacquered glass and all that. And so we were very unfamiliar with most of the materials, but we were able to see the samples in her office, and we were able to pick the right colors and the right materials based on the design, as well as like the budget and a number of other reasons. But yeah, I think we're very happy with the choices that were made, and happy with how it has come out. Yeah, so we got the possession of the unit on September 24th, and the very next day, I think they started the execution, and we saw the protective sheets being laid on the floor, and all the wardrobe carcasses coming to shape, and I think that was pretty quick.
When they move fast.
They moved fast, very right after we got the keys to the flat, and then I think Diwali time, the holiday time, was a little bit of a slow period with everybody taking a break, and then again we picked up the momentum, and for the last 4 months, I think we used to do weekly visits just to see how things were coming along, and it was great to see the evolution of it in the last 4 months. And right now we're in the finishing stages, and the team is helping us put any small things like ironing out like the kinks or polishings here and there. So it's been great.
Touches,
So and now we're at the conclusion stage of the execution of the interiors, and so within a week, we've planned moving in here, and so we're super excited to actually come live here and enjoy this beautiful home that you all helped create. Thank you.